Hey girlies, today we're going to be doing another unpopular opinions video since the other one did quite well. As I said in a comment in the last one, I will be including disclaimers since people couldn't tell that most of the shit I said in the last one is not meant to be taken entirely seriously. Disclaimer: take the things that I say with a grain of salt. I speak with hella hyperbole, which means that I exaggerate my statements and what I say shouldn't really be taken seriously. Also, listen to my opinions all the way through before commenting, as I might answer one of your questions or contradict what your comment is stating. I can't be bothered to address any more of the things that people disagreed with in the last video. I mean, it was an unpopular opinions video, so the opinions were bound to be unpopular. Anyways, let's get on to the actual video. Before we continue, this opinion wasn't even supposed to be in the original script, but it's new development because I started this shit almost a month ago and abandoned it. Heejin is cheapening the appearance of new jeans, and it's truly saddening to watch, especially since it's under a sub-label of HYBE. Like, they don't need all this controversy to blow up. It's a HYBE group, they would have blown up straight away. Like the 𝖸𝖨 controversy, under any other circumstance, I would have said was a reach, but based on things that she's done in the past, I'm taking all the criticism seriously because that's some shit that she'd pull. She keeps stirring unneeded controversy, needlessly tarnishing the names of the girls in the name of what? It's not fame, as the girls already have it. It's not money, as things like this cause less people to want to legally listen to the girls' music. It's just weird. She's a weird perv of a woman who sexualizes children and causes people to hate teenage girls for the stunts she pulls. I'm just being real, and I think that some of y'all are having a hard time accepting it. Our biggest priority now is making sure that minors are safe rather than stopping them from debuting. That's just not viable, since most people just won't follow through with any of the actions needed to stop minors from debuting. The next best thing would be making sure that companies are doing the right thing to keep them healthy, happy, and safe from creeps in the industry and audience alike. This would include making companies show what they're feeding their idols, showing their schedule to make sure they're not being overworked, picking appropriate stage outfits, and making sure that they still get some type of education, even if it's not in a classroom. This could be done by getting their schoolwork sent and allowing it to be completed, as well as hiring tutors so that idols can at least receive a high school education, which is the least they'd need to get another job if they ever decided that this wasn't the path for them. People also need to stop ignoring them in their own group. It just makes the child feel worse. Take Najin's heejin for example. A lot of people were ignoring her for a while in her own group, and she just started seeming sadder. The lowest acceptable age, in my opinion, for an idol to debut is 13, since in my country, you can legally get a job at that age, but I just hope they don't go lower than that. Honestly, 15 is the lowest it should be though, as they're typically almost done with high school in my country, so there's not much to do at that point. Just like white people rapping has become its own kind of subgenre, I think that K-pop rappers are their own breed. The bitches can't really rap, more like spoken word, but we should let them have it anyways, because I kinda like it. I know it's kind of shameful, but I think the audacity of them thinking they're making heat and cooking all the other girlies whilst tripping over their words in the studio is kinda cute. Sometimes I wish I had their type of confidence, because I would literally rule the world if I was like them. I hope this video finds some K-pop group's main rapper before they start doing a goofy-ass black accent and become the negabo that so many of their predecessors think they need to be. The thing is, most of them sound worse with that blaccent, because you can hear how fake it is, and you know that's just not how they talk. Just because you sound like a stereotypical naiga don't mean you can rap BBY. Just stick to your normal voice. Trust, it sounds better. I feel like this might be the most controversial take of the entire video, but y'all need to hear me out. Mixpop should have never been their concept. I agree with that. It should have just been weird or kitsch. Mixpop should have been a style of music that naturally developed from that, and then they could continue pretending that it was some shit they'd invented themselves. I feel like that way, the fans would have actually had a reason to defend it because it would have actually been a concept that could explain why the music was so weird. Mixpop was just one of those things that you either liked or didn't. They would have been able to improve, not the blending of the different genres, because I feel like the harshness of the change was just a signature of Mixpop, but the usage of each genre. It just felt like JYP wasn't fully invested in giving Mixpop as a style. Mixpop was just something that they had to go all in with, not just dip their toes in it. They used the safest genre for the longest time, then they'd only experiment for like 20 seconds like what the fuck was that, man? I was super excited to hear actually outside of the box blends, some actually wacky shit like hip-hop, country, and ballroom, but I don't know if we'll ever get it back. Do you ever go look in the comments of a music video because you think the song's low-key trash, expecting everyone to hate it, and then you see a bunch of people praising it? That's how I felt when I went to the comments of Girl Gang. I can't deal with Harvey's voice, like it annoys me, and I don't know why. I think it's just the way she says things, which is really mean to say, especially as I have an annoying voice myself, but I just can't deal with it. That being said, we should free everyone from that group, especially the vocal line, because they gotta stop with that 𝖃𝐸𝐵. Like fuck you mean 𝐻𝐻𝐾𝐽𝐻? You was never about that life, girly. I think this is a sign that artists should have the balls to stand up to their producers to tell them that the lyrics make no sense. Like it's not a product of the area that they came from. They don't speak that much English in Japan, at least to my knowledge. What really pisses me off is that the music isn't that bad, but the lyrics make me cringe, and the rap in this song especially is just, it makes me shiver in a horrified way. I have nothing against the members or anything because they all seem cool, but that damn music, bro. It's super annoying given that the girls are clearly talented and the company has a good budget, but my biggest issue with this song and just XG overall is the lack of authenticity. It just feels as if they're cosplaying parts that they think are cool in hip-hop culture, but they don't actually act like that behind the scenes. On a less serious note, so many of the visuals in that music video were low-key goofy, and some were giving Kanye. Granted, I've never watched any of his MVS except that Roblox one. The goofiest part was definitely the part when one of them was just dancing about in the middle of the music video doing random-ass hand signs, and I was dying laughing at that part because that looks like some shit I'd do listening to rap song I hate. When I say a lot of Kanye, I mean that one part with the ski mask where they're nodding their heads. That's literally it. Wait, actually nah. Also that part where they like nod together and stand together. That's it for today's video, y'all. In the almost 30 days, I only wrote for 2 hours of this time I spent on this script. Nothing fucking happened. Or maybe the idols on my timeline are just well behaved. I don't know. If anything happened, please tell me because I love to poke my fat nose into shit that doesn't involve me. That's all I have to say, so follow all my socials and subscribe or eat a bowl of shit. Bye girlies.